Hi and welcome to another Ishanekon Woolchippers design stream. Today we will be going through all the existing creatures and rework them to make them simpler, easier to run as a GM, easier to use if you summon them. Okay, let's be honest, we won't have time to go through all of them. Kinda already started with a few. But yeah. We're basically trimming off more complex features, replacing that with simple stat increases, and so on to keep that going. But yes, as we are getting started, the first creature that we will be working is actually the Blood Oiler. Some might know it already. It's from Tales from. I just realized this is incorrect. It should be Tales from, not of. Great that I notice it now. Might as well correct it while I'm at it, right? Let's Blood Oiler standing Tales from. I'm a great friend, aren't I? Doesn't even get the title of the game right in the creature description. At least the link should be working, right? Yes. And the link works at least. And as the website is saying, they're currently live on Kickstarter. And it's almost funded. I also chipped in a bit. I highly recommend the game. It's very smoothly designed. If you in any way like action horror or Wild West or cosmic weirdness, please support it. Peter's almost there. He's worked very hard on this game and help pushing it over the edge so that I've played it multiple times. So played twice as a player, once as a game master. I highly recommend the game if it's that kind of genre that you enjoy. Putting the link in the chat so you can check it out yourself. But alright, enough advertisement for somebody else. Let's rework the Blood Oiler. How do I approach the reworking of the creatures? I go to the creature, set it to level 15, and then I mostly look at the features. As you can see, for a max level creature, it does have a lot of features that are make it harder to run. It's not as bad if you like a low level campaign, right? Let's go to level 2. It's far more manageable, but sorry, that just sounded like there was somebody in my house. Get off my lawn! Surely it was just something falling over and not somebody sneaking to kill me. Definitely not a Blood Oiler. Oh yeah, by the way, this is how a Blood Oiler looks like. They're basically modified zombies that go out into the world, grab victims, paralyze them with some sort of goo, and drag them back to wherever they came from to turn them into more Blood Oilers. Truly horrifying creature. But yes. Let's see a few things. I think the status immunity makes sense to keep it. But, actually, got an idea. Maybe I could program it so that the status immunities are shown here. It would be a bit of work, but could make things simpler. But whatever. Mounted weapons. This is important, so it has this chainsaw, is heavy charged weapon, like this syringe with poison, and it can grab you at the same time. So this is a must have. Dirty fighter, so it can grab you and attack you in the same turn. Also important. Two-handed attacker, important for the damage. And melee cast also to keep the restrained enemy realistic, because he's only able to pierce you when you're right there. But I think we can remove the enhance by bleeding and enhance by restrain. Let's just add extra complexity, which yeah. But I do like Mana's Master and Chainsaw Horror, really leaning into it being a terrifying monster with crumbs from And Relentless does make flavor sense. It's the original stat block allows it to, if you kill it, just continue fighting on for 1 round, and it does fit flavor wise. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna cut away Enhanced by Bleeding and Enhanced by Restraint. These are not necessarily necessary for the flavor to exist, making it a bit simpler to run. So after we decided what to remove, we go to the Excel sheet where I have all the information. And where's Blood Oiler? There we go. This is the JSON. It's not really a JSON file, but it's a string in form of a JSON, which contains all the information from level 0 to level 15 of the Blood Oiler. Editing it manually would be a lot of work. Recreating the Blood Oiler from scratch would also be a lot of work. So I programmed this highly user-unfriendly creature JSON modifier. You put in the JSON right here, and I mean, I can use it, right? It's mostly meant for me to be used. And yes, and now you can see on all the levels it shows when it gains different features. And of course, this is also not really that easy to read. We want to cut out Enhanced by Restraint and Enhanced by Bleeding. Those are 2 lesser talents. So we look at the lesser talents. No, I don't think. Maybe. Yeah. We should probably just look. We have a JSON data generator. You can look for all types of features and search for them, and it shows you the code. For context, this is the ID of the feature. This one is how many what choices you picked. For example, with the melee cast, right? Oh wait, no, that's the last one. Restrain enemy. What was? I think it's those are like if you if you choose out of an existing list, like with the greater talent here with natural armory, then that's the first one. If it's free text choice, then it's the 4th one, and the one in and that one in the middle means how often does the creature have this feature. Now that I explained that, let's search for Enhanced by Restraint, but important, it's a lesser talent. 207. And yeah, so this is one here, and Enhanced by Bleeding is probably right next to it. Bleeding, yeah. Indeed. It's the 2 of these. Rather late, I have to admit. So what we do, we copy these, put them in the remove table. So it will get removed. And we can, but we need to add something in return, right? I see that many of these features, they are like, I mean, I do like the chainsaw horror. Maybe it makes sense to simplify it and just have either Menace Master or Chainsaw Horror. Let's see what they do. Menace Master, enemies within 20 meters of you have to make a will defense roll at the start of your first turn during combat, or when you reduce the vitality of one of their allies below 1. On a failure, they become frightened of you until the end of the next turn. You can use this feature only once per turn. In Chainsaw Horror is chainsaws and many chainsaws you wield gain the loud property. Whenever you hit a creature with a chainsaw or mini chainsaw that you have not hit yet with such a weapon this turn, they have to make a will defense run. On a failure, they are frightened of you until the end of their next turn. Yeah, I think, even though it is sad to cut off Chainsaw Horror, I think it's better to just go with Menace Master. So let's see where Chainsaw Horror is. Chainsaw Horror. Greater talents. Search. 32. So it's right here. It would probably make sense. What's Menace Master? Menace Master. Oh. Oh. Menace. There we go. 30. 93. Okay, they start off with it pretty much from the start. Okay, so let's remove. That's level 6. But we will need to add more stuff to compensate for that. What are the... Oh, yeah, right. I should have looked. What are the hidden features? Those are just features that give straight up stat boost. As I was expecting, there's nothing that specifically boosts their skill checks. And since they do like to grab people, it would make sense to boost their skill checks. So, I think for the Chainsaw Horror, I will take the, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, expertise boost. It is a trait that gives you +1 to all skill checks. That are when you have at least a skill level of 3. So we go, that's level 6. We go to traits, add this, but this is only worth 1 lesser talent. So we take 2 to compensate. And yes, what do we replace this one with? I think, yeah, let's go with more damage. Or should I go with defense roll? How many abilities does it have that rely on defense roll? So, yeah, do like... Okay, crushing doesn't, cleave. It's mostly just restrain attack, restrain enemy, and bleed attack. I think I'm gonna increase their weapon damage. I just real... Oh. This is improved weapon, this is precise weapon. That's why there's a difference. But still, something seems... Shouldn't... Okay, this is a 6. Oh yeah, right. The numbers are correct. You know, so it's not just the damage type is different, right? This range is precise, but less deadly, while the chainsaw is just devastating, but hard to miss. In the sense of, when you see it coming, it's easier to dodge. Okay, then let's just go with improved weapon. I think I also I realized that there are a few simple stat boosts that I keep using over and over again, and I usually always search for them, and then I realize it makes far more sense if I start writing them down on a list. Well, yeah, let's go with weapon boost. Weapon boost. Oh yeah, it's a trait, not a greater talent. There we go. So let's put that one on the list. And weapon boost. Now we don't have to search for it every time. We add it. Okay, and it's level 12. Which means, yeah. And since these are just simple stat boosts, they are automatically hidden. And it makes the creature stronger while not increasing its complexity. And now that we remove the 3 features, added the replacement traits, we go with add and remove features. And voila, we have automatically corrected JSON with all. And we can replace it here. Okay. Now, I did... Oh yeah, right, cop. Cop is next. Let's close the blood oilers. And there we go. First off, we go maximum level. Show hidden features. Let's see what they got. Since we are already going through all the creatures, it also doesn't hurt to take a look at their abilities to see if maybe something more fitting exists. But yeah, I think I like the existing options. Let's see. The cop is a normal creature, so less should be even simpler than the elite creature of the blood oiler. and it has a lot of the trooper features. I think what question, does cover fire even make sense for, I mean, yeah, the classic policeman in movies is shown to be like hidden behind the car. They while they're in an active shootout, staying in cover. I mean, they're not Rambos, right? So I think cover fire, yeah, I will let them keep cover fire for the flavor, but I'm gonna cut out cover expert, suppression fire, and an advantageous position. Keep it nice and simple. So let's go for the cop setup block. Copy it. Maybe I should call it modern cop, so it's obvious that we're talking about, you know, a modern style policeman with a pistol, and not like some old timey 200 years ago a cop with a baton or something. Yeah, let's rename it to modern cop. And yeah, we also need to modern cop, short for police officer, works in a postal. Yeah. We might need to rework modern, mostly sticks to cover, trying to target the enemy with their heavy pistol. They are not built to blindly run into cover. Their blunt weapon is primarily an emergency backup if forced into close combat. Yeah, we can keep that, since they will have cover fire still. But yeah. Did I copy? Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm not sure if I copied this, so let's recopy it. The easiest way to reset the creature JSON is just to reload the page. Shall remove table, and there we go. And since we know that all those features are sub-archetype features, they're easy enough to find. They are all here. So, now the question is, should I maybe allow them to keep one at high levels? Push it back. Cover fire, cover expert. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I think I'm gonna... That was level 9, right? I'm gonna replace the level 15 feature. Because a bit of complexity doesn't hurt, right? And for the rest, what makes sense? I mean, the cop is known to for fighting with a pistol. It's less about brute force and more about precision strikes. Let's take a look at the new traits. Oh wait, I already have one here. The new releases. I added a lot of new simple stat boot traits specifically for this job to simplify creatures. DR boost, slow DR, specialized idiot. No. Yeah, I think the first time I'm going to go with precise. I don't think I had, or hit boost. Hit boost. Let's copy it into the list. Oop. Only hit boost, not all the rest. There we go. Should I just go with hit boost twice? It kind of feels... No, that's... I want to like diversify. What else makes sense? Are they? Is there like anything? I mean, cops are not really known for being tanks. They're, you know what? I'm gonna give them an, or maybe in. I think I'm gonna give them evasion boost. Do I have? No, I do not have the evasive. Quick dodge, I think is the name, right? Let's copy it over. I'm giving the list on the left so I can do this quicker. I mean, it's not like it has much interesting information anyway, right? So, let's replace this feature. Increasing their evasion, since, you know, they stick to cover, try to not get hit. And with that, I think we've got everything. Add or remove features. Copy paste. To put where, and there we go. Next is the crystal element. Oh, I mean elemental, right? Crystal elemental. I designed them to be like rather pointy. The more you attack them, the more powerful they become offensively, right? And if you look at that, that's a lot of features. Is it an elite creature? It is, okay. But still, we could probably cut like 3 of them to let's see, we've got Death Explosion. I like that, you know, you give the final hit to the crystal creature and just burst into shards, hitting everything around you. I want to keep that. Cursed Revenge. Whenever an enemy hits you, you deal damage to the enemy. This damage ignores. It's more about if you hit it like in melee combat, it cuts you, right? So that's also, and it already has physical thorns. So probably cutting Cursed Revenge. Especially since you get to choose the damage type, so it could be kind of weird. But you could also argue they like reflect some of the damage back. I mean, I'm probably gonna cut it, but let's take a look at the others. Payback. Oh yeah, from the retaliator. Basically, whenever you target them, they get a retaliation charge as they break off and they become sharper and sharper. I want to keep that. Countering Rebuke. This gives them counter abilities. Yeah, I mean, if they have countering Rebuke, they don't need Cursed Revenge. So we're definitely cutting Cursed Revenge. They Near Dead Rush. They get more damage if the vitality drops below half. Maybe. Punishment. You can upcast. Yeah, I think we're definitely cutting Punishment. Demoralizing. If you see a creature make... Huh. Why do they have Demoralizing? Well, okay, I think, yeah, I'm gonna cut Punishment, Demoralizing on their turf, and Curse Revenge. Making them simpler. I mean, yeah, of course making them simpler. Like, it's not like this is the whole point of this entire exercise of making them simpler. Wait. Okay. Come. What's going on? Why can't I? Did something just... Okay. I might have accidentally done something, but it should be fine now. Just to be safe, I'm gonna copy in again the cop stat block. And yeah. No. Hello, open up. There we go. Crystal Elemental Modern Cop. There we go. And I think we already? Please tell me. Yeah, we did. Okay. Create display. There we go. So we're mostly removing features, but also Cursed Revenge, which is probably this one, right? Let's take a look. Greater Talents, Cursed Revenge 44. It's indeed this one. It's level 7, so let's remove it at level 7. Then Retaliator, yes, these are. And I think we wanted to remove the last punishment and Under Turf. Punishment, Under Turf, and also Demoralizing for some reason. I don't know why I give it this ability, to be honest. So, now the question is if we maybe push back. Yeah, I think we're gonna push back the third one to keep it simpler on lower levels. Give it like it at level 12. Yeah. And yes. So now we have to replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, right. We already replaced 1, so we have to replace 4. Let's take a look. Does it make sense maybe giving it more vitality? I think it already has a decent vitality boost. And I cannot just boost the weapons because it uses abilities. So I think I'm just gonna go with a simple yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with a simple willpower boost. Is it on the list? Nope. That's Greater Talents. Let's go for traits. More willpower. There we go. How much ability hits do they have? And how much DR power? Looks like it's... They do have a lot of DR power. Maybe I should add a bit of DR power. We do have to replace 4 after all. So I'm gonna go with 7, yeah, level 7 for traits with more willpower. Then I'm gonna give them a DR boost, which I don't have on the list yet. So DR power boost. This one costs 3 trait points actually, so I cannot just take it double, but just taking it once means there's something missing. So I'm gonna add 1 more vitality to balance it out. Keep it simple. So that's level 9. And 1 more. There we go. 1 more vitality. And I do like the hit bonus works on both, right? Hit bonus, attack rolls, yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna also give it some hit bonus for 12. I think I already have 1 for 12, but 13. Let's go with 13. So because their default attack is physical touch, right? Thanks to Path of Damage. So it makes sense to boost their hit chance with that one. Oh wait, I should keep. Maybe there's no activity in chat. All by myself. Oh. Hey, but no self-pity. Got work to do, right? And maybe somebody will be watching in the future. Dun dun dun. And yeah, so we got one more to replace. I think I'm just gonna give it more willpower, keeping it, or more vitality. Willpower. Like a crystal elemental doesn't sound very durable to me. Like it breaks off easy, right? So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like everything is good to go. Add and remove features. And we simplified another creature. Woo, yeah. Sit. Now we're gonna go with Cupcake Pony. These are getting less serious by the minute. So, oh yeah, right. Do I need to rewrite the description? A crystal element deals damage by being attacked, starting with death explosion at the beginning and being ascended by retaliator features. Physical rebuke, physical thorns, and curse. Oh yeah, I have to remove the curse revenge part. To keep the flame intact, you should only use physical damage when using death and explosion. It is noticeably vulnerable to physical damage. Yep. Let's remove those references to Cursed Revenge, since I removed that one. And physical thorns. There we go. Pony, show me what... Oh, wait, no, that's still the crystal element. Pony, show me what you got. That's a lot of abilities, but it's a hybrid as far as I know. So, makes sense. Okay. Non-lethal combatant, makes sense. Cartoon durability, confusing reality, hilarious failure, realities, a suggestion. It's a normal creature, right? Run it. I mean, most of them do make sense. I do like the flavor. It's a bit much, maybe. I just realized, why is cartoon physics in utility flavor and realities a suggestion in combat features? That doesn't make sense. Let's fix that one. Excel sheets, sub-archetypes. Give me cartoon. So, combat, right. Last one is also not for combat. And I think, like, cartoon durability is definitely for combat since it reduces. Yeah, I think the 3 others can stay as combat features. Sorry for the yawning. So, do I want to cut stuff? I need to be consistent, man. I'm cutting reality as a suggestion and hilarious failure. And probably just giving it a vitality boost. Okay. Cupcake, there we go. What is... Did I hope I didn't break anything. Display. So basically, yeah, we're removing the last 2 ones here. That's level 12 and 15. That's great. Yep. And just replacing it with extra vitality. Oh, you know what? the first one will be extra vitality. The second one will be extra evasion. You know, because it's a cartoon. It's hard to hit and stuff. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I have to edit it here. This is traits, yeah. This is indeed traits, and 2 of these. Nice and simple, add, remove. And yep. I should probably close this one. Cupcake, huh? Cupcake bunny. There we go. Cursed something. Let's see what it is. Cursed presence. Ooh, undead ghost. Well, it makes sense. It's more of a caster. Let's see. Since no maintenance, natural ability. Okay, other. I mean, I guess you can light sensitivity and sensitive eyes. But I like the flavor. I want to keep that. I think I'm gonna remove precision and power. I like overhealing since they're all about draining your vitality and healing themselves, so that way they can turn that healing into temporary vitality. I want to keep that. Disability on their next DR. Makes sense, right? They're draining out your life force. I think I'm just gonna cut out precision and power. Cursed presence. Maybe I should just wait. Let's take a look where exactly those features are. Maybe I just also cut it out tracking. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, no. Create display. So they're like you know what? I'm just gonna give it the DR power boost. Think, yeah, life drain. Their most important ability is DR. They have a lot of DR stuff. Mystic curse, mystic. Yeah. I'm going. So removing these two. And I think I'm just gonna go with the DR power and vitality boost. And more vitality. This is on the traits, right? We remove 2. Yep, everything seems to fit. Add and remove features. Voila. Simplified ghost. Cyborg Triceratops. Let's see what you got. That's very few abilities. Yeah, we can keep it like that. Yeah, nice. I did go with level 15. Yes, I did. Demon cultist. So 1 precision, which they more or less can ignore. Blood sacrifice. Yeah, I think we can keep it like that. Especially since it doesn't have many other flavor features, since it's just a humanoid. Demon Reaver. Made by Gold. So let's... it's an elite creature, right? Yes. Those are a lot of features. Okay, since I didn't create the creature, let's read flavor and so on to see what was the goal of Gold when designing this demon, so I just don't got out all the features. Demon Reaver is a dangerous high-ranked demon wielding a Hellfire Greatsword. The Demon Reaver calls from the flames within the blade to set everything ablaze. So burning is important. The Demon Reaver is a maneuver-oriented striker focusing on swinging their greatsword using heat strike to inflict burning, which can deal damage incredibly quickly if left unchecked, especially when they start stacking it with elemental list tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. In addition, the Reaver can inflict burn through other means. They are also quite well armored, have strong DRs, and even lock enemies down well with attack of opportunity. They aren't unbeatable though. They do primarily heat damage, meaning any form of resistance or immunities will shut them out of significant chunks of damage, not entirely at higher levels. In addition, the Reaver's evasion is somewhat lacking for their size. Cold and holy damage hit them pretty badly, especially cold, which eats double damage and ignores their usually high DRs. I think it has like crippling damage. Cold. So weird that a demon is more vulnerable to the cold than to holy damage, but okay. Let's see, what maybe can we cut? You can ignore immunity successful effects when you give one to a creature, but they gain advantage on any DRs you force them to do for that effect. If it's an elemental effect, they treat it as if it were resistant to the damage type. I mean, it's supposed to be Hellfire, so just resistance immunity to heat damage should still be, you know. Burning Madness. Huh. Why do they have Burning Madness? Aren't they like... so they're like lit themselves on fire? I do like that it has a lot of just basic buff features in the hidden feature area. Bounty Divinity, no maintenance, that makes sense. Maybe we could cut like stacking infliction and immediate corrosion. I had to keep it simple. Let's take a look at the JSON under Demon Reaver. Reset and create the display. Let's see. Huh? Where are all of the features? Did I get the right? I think I got the wrong stat block. Huh. It's oh wait, that's a demon cultist. I was wondering that something was not wrong about that, Jason. Okay, reset again. What time do we have? Okay, just gotta make sure that I don't stream for too long. I've got a game afterwards. That seems more like it. These are the features. I mean, it is, but it has a lot of features. Yeah, some need to go. I think I'm also like, it doesn't have a good way to set itself aflame, so I'm gonna remove Burning Madness. I mean, I guess it can technically throw a burn grenade on it to itself when also target the others, but then you're already in melee range, right? I think I'm just gonna replace that with a simple boost to movement. So, Burning Madness is 230, I mean, yeah, 73. Here it is. So, remove it here, get a... Do I have speed up? No, I do not. Traits. I think it's speedy. Yeah. Let's copy that one into the list. And... And add it. That was level 10, right? Oh no, those are hidden lesser talents. There we go. Then we're gonna cut out the higher level elementalist features. Sorry, gold. You know, it feels worse when you're cutting off features from a creature that somebody else made. But there needs to be some trimming here. Okay, what makes sense for you? I think he doesn't rely that much on defense rolls, so let's see. He has... Huh, that's a surprisingly low vitality for... Oh wait, that's because... That's probably... Ah, he gets mostly willpower boost. Interesting. And elemental status weapon burning. I think we're gonna go with a few vitality boosts, a few weapon hit boosts, and yeah, keep it at that. So we do have only to replace 2. Yeah. So I definitely have vitality boosts. Yep. Wait, all of those? Yeah, those are traits. And weapon boost. Or maybe I should go with mana to make those weapon hits nastier. That was level 12. Yeah, make it a bit simpler. Add and remove features. There we go. And yeah. No, this is the demon one. But yeah, we need to rework this text. This might be a bit more than usual, so let's go with Grammarly. The reason why I have far less errors in all the text. There's still errors, definitely, but I'm just gonna take the name of the feature instead. So damaging element. Wait a second. Oh, right. It loses the stacking effects. Damage does not increase. Dang it. In that case, it probably makes just... if I'm really removing the entire stacking thing, it probably makes sense to replace damaging element with heat expert. I mean burn expert. Burn expert. Burning expert. The damage you deal by burning you cause increases by a number of d6 equal to your tier. Now, I'm going to do that. And I might as well just reuse this one. So replace this one with greater talents. Anyone? No. Burning expert. That's a greater talent. Right, was there anything else which might make sense? Like giving all the status defense breaker, you know, this is Hellfire after all. Oh yeah, right, I wanted to simplify the weapon. If we first let's generate a new JSON, add and remove. Hang on a second. Oh, wait, this might have. Okay, let's try this again. Demon. That's Demon Cultist. This, yeah. Wait, I know what I can do to keep this as clean and simple as possible. First we take this one, reload the whole thing, and now we only replace create display. Yeah. Show remove table, that was level 6, right? Okay, features. Right, and yes, and Burning Master, which should be still be, yeah. Yes, level 6, greater talent, and then remove features. There we go. This should be the correct one. Huh? Why am I? Okay. There we go. And since you cannot stack burning anymore, we are gonna it's very easy to miss anyway, so if you look at the weapon, it has elemental status effect weapon. We're gonna just remove that and replace it with improved weapon. Speaking of improved weapon, what's your ID? Improved. 2, okay, and have I? Okay, copy paste. Making sure that these are armor weapons. Huh. I think I got the incorrect. Yeah, those are. Wait, I didn't just copy in this into. Please tell me that I picked the right one. Create display. Okay, yeah, that's still the same one. Excellent. So, okay, again, sorry for all this confusion. So, there we go. Those burning. Right, if I just go with this, search for these, and replace them with the number place again. Improved shield. I mean weapon. That's yeah. This. Wait, no. There we go. Yep. This is. Voila. No, the weapons are simpler. Okay. How much we... Oh, we're creature number 30. So that's roughly... 1, 2, 3... There's still a lot of work to do, man. Oh, no. Complaining doesn't make sense. Let's hope maybe the... Oh boy, I mean, okay, it's an elite caster, but that's a lot of abilities, man. And there are a lot of features. Stuff's gotta go. So, I think there's also Devoted Priest, which is kind of just the... Oh yeah, right, we still need to rework the text of the Reaver. Okay, so first, which can't... if left unchecked, especially when once they have burning expert. Do you? Yeah, which can once they have burning expert. Level 6. In addition, the Reaver... Oh, wait. The Reaver can inflict burning through other means. They are also quite well armored, having strong DRs, and they aren't unbeatable though, apparently. Yeah, close enough. To put on. I mean, good enough, not close enough. Okay. Back to Devoted Bishop. I was hoping that it might be a bit simpler, but yeah. So yeah, we have Devoted Bishop. Let's compare it to Devoted Priest. Devoted Priest has basically greater healing. It's, you know, from healing features. Which, quite frankly, I think I'm going to cut a few and just giving a willpower increase instead. But let's... So... Devotion to 1 holy. I do like them getting devotion to 1, but I'm going to cut away focus fire, which is also harder to track anyway. Purify the undead. I like the flavor of this one. Over healing. Oh, I like the idea of superior defense, you know. Holy man having a shield of faith protecting you. Divine shield. Huh. But maybe I should go like... Actually, as well as healing features. But maybe we can cut... Yeah. What is strong? 1d6. That's just sealing, but definitely... I think I'm gonna go with for you and me. Oh wait, sorry, Hands of the Healer. Cut for you and me. Cut focus fire. Should I cut Divine Shield? It does fit flavor-wise, but okay, but definitely greater healing. Cut greater healing. With those, we've got 3 less. Should I cut more? I mean, it is an elite creature, right? Okay, let's just cut these 3. Even though it's a little bit much, to be honest. But, yeah. Yes. So let's get that. I think I'm gonna do the devoted bishop and the devoted priest and then stop for today. Running a bit low on energy and not many people watching anyway, so... come, wait. So devoted... oh yeah, right. I need to create display. Final advice. I see what the problem is. I exit. Huh? What do you mean for? Huh? Devoted priest. Copy paste. Then let's load the page in here. And display. Why isn't it viable? What's your problem? Huh? Did I like accidentally break something? Devoted bishop. Yeah, I broke something. But now it should work, right? Come on, there we go. I gotta be careful with those Excel sheets. But alright. Shall remove table. So we want to cut. Right, we want to create the healing gun, which is probably, let's check it. Greater healing 203. This one. Cut it. That's level 9. Then feature wise, we want like the first one, but not the second one. 4. The features, right? That's correct. And we're moving the level 15 one. Did you want to cut something more? Focus fire. Oh yeah, for you and me. And greater healing. Divine shield, superior defense, divine shield of superior defense. You know what? I'm cutting divine shield because it can be annoying if it's an enemy that uses that ability. But I'm keeping superior defense. So divine shield 15. 50, I mean. Okay, there we go. That's level 13, right? The question is, do we want to move some of the features back? Do we? I mean, nah. I think that's enough cutting. Okay, so what do we replace it with? Do you rely on the R's a lot? Shockwave, Holy Rush. Yes, you do. So I think let's start with something simple, just a willpower boost. That's the first one is level 4. Then we continue with our DR power boost. Level 9, yes. And we need the vitality boost. Then maybe we're... I like the idea of giving him a defense roll boost. DR boost? Question mark? Oh wait, greater talents. Traits, search, DR boost, which is not on my list yet, so let's add it to the list. And yes, right, we've got the level 9, which is next is level 13. Let's just make sure that the R boost is actually, yeah, costs 2. And finally, willpower boost or DR boost. Let's go with DR. No. That was level 15, right? Yes. Okay, add or remove features. There we go. And now devoted priest, which I'm sure needed some cutting. Devoted priest. Greater healing for you and me. Oh. Or does he? Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut greater healing. Yeah, just going with greater healing. And which is, was it 200? I have to look again. Oh well. Terror healing 203. Okay. 9. And I think I'm gonna give him a DR boost in exchange. So that was 9, and traits. Wait, oh, it's in the wrong one. You are going here. 2. There we go. And just double checking that are correct. Okay, I had to remove. There we go. And all right, we managed to do the first 31 creatures. Next week I won't have time to stream. The week after that I also won't have time to stream. Sorry about that, but yeah, life gets in the way. But yeah, I don't have much to say other than, you know, support Tales of Elsewhere. Go to the Kickstarter, buy something. It's good stuff, I swear. Already. I mean, I promise. Not I swear, you shouldn't swear. Anyway, yeah. I think people can see that I'm pretty tired. So, see you guys around. Until next time. Bye.